Welcome to part 2 of River City Ransom. In this episode, we're going to be going over to the W.S.L Company warehouse, the worst area in the game by far. And it's probably the area where a lot of people rage quit. You'll see. But before we do, we might as well get ourselves an apple pie, spicy chili, and if need be, some Murph fries. Whatever the case, I would buy as much stuff as I could in order for me to get through not just this bridge, but also the W.S.L Company warehouse. Now, after we've beaten Benny and Clyde in the last part, gangs will be frequenting this bridge. This used to be an area where it was a cutscene, but it's not anymore. You kinda had to beat Benny and Clyde in order for not only the goons to appear, but also for the boss at the W.S.L Company warehouse to appear. Yeah, so it's basically sequential order. That's why I told you to skip Sherman Park, because there's not much to do there. And this is the internationals. We ran into Akbar, Boris, Lars, Juan, and also we just beat up Yemi. Okay. Andre also got defeated, and so did Fuji. Funny, Fuji's the only person that didn't get changed. You could tell by the localization that the localization, how should I put it, they thought that we were stupid. Plain and simple. It was the same thing with Mario 2. And what do you know, I'm gonna have to actually eat the spicy chili now. I'm gonna be grabbing the tire though, because the tire is one of the best weapons in the game. You can actually roll on the tire too after you throw it, provided you land the acro circus correctly. If you don't, you'll end up being hit by a tire. But throwing the tire will actually mean... I just ran into a wall, didn't I? Yep, I am a moron. Straight to the path. But as I was saying, well, I thought I was going to take the tire, but apparently I took the stick. Anyway, tire is pretty good. It's actually good for clearing out a room. The trash can's the strongest weapon in the game, however, it's incredibly slow. You need the Texas lasso in order for you to actually do something about that. Oh, and I haven't mentioned anything. That area that I'm trying to avoid is a bottomless pit. If you throw enemies in it, you won't get money, but if you end up falling into it, you die. And welcome to the W.S.L Company warehouse. The worst area in the game for one reason and one reason only. The jump. Even worse, in order for us to actually get over there, we need to deal with the terrible jumping controls. I just showed off what we need to do, and it has to be... Okay, the hitbox on this is actually completely messed up, and it would make you jump backwards for no apparent reason. However, we're gonna have to go back. Yeah, because we actually want gangsters here. Unfortunately, they didn't show up and I just ran into a wall again. Let's go back in. This time, the homeboys will appear. So, what we're gonna do is try to get up there. Hey, let's get up there. Alright, let's try this again. This is frustrating. This whole part, thankfully this whole part is not me struggling to get up a couple of boxes. This is why people hate this stage. There we go. Now, let's take a running jump and okay, let's try this again. And let's take a running jump and use acro circus to get up there. There we go. Now we can beat up the goons that are here. And there's a tire here, so you'll be able to use that to your advantage. Oh, my weapon is a little low. It actually... Hold on. We gotta go back the other way, because we gotta get the other guys. God damn it. Why does the hitbox make me repel backwards? It's stupid! Alright. Let's go back, get these goons, and I was stuck on the wall there for a second. And this is what made people rage quit a lot. You have to actually jump at an angle in order for you to get up here successfully. But after taking care of Brady and Robbie, now it's time for the boss, which is Rocko. And unfortunately, we can't get to him because hitboxes are being wonky. Technos Games. The fuck is a hitbox? Thank God I didn't have that problem in Double Dragon 2. Let's just try to get up there. Come on, let me up there. Let me up, please. Eventually it'll be up. I'll be up there. Come on. Come on. Yeah, the boss seems playing, folks. Yeah, this is some bullshit. I should have just cut this out. Eventually I'll get up there. Come on. And 9 times out of 10, it's not actually going to let you up there like talking about it. But there we go. It's kind of from side-scrolling view. So let's grab a tire and let's go beat up Rocko. Soon as Rocko appears, do not leave through the door. It'll be an accidental thing that it happens if you do. But you have to beat Rocko first. Here's the deal. If you don't beat Rocko, who will unlock the way for you to beat Blade, you are going to be completely locked out of the ending of the game, actually. You'll have to be forced to try to use convenient means to get back to Sherman Park just to beat Blade. So make sure that after you beat Rocko, you'll have to go through all this jumping just so you can beat Blade at Sherman Park. So on that note, that is what we're going to do. So that means we're gonna have to run like a bitch. Or fight people, doesn't really matter. Or run into a wall like an idiot. Yeah, I'm out of here. Forget you guys. And I'm running past the jocks too. Sherman Park is going to be after Waterfront Mall, sorry. But first, let's go to Molo's. Oh, I mean Mao. Why did it say Molo's? It's Mao. So let's get some chow mein and pretty much increase my health. Yeah, look at how ridiculous the stamina reach was. I mean, there's better items, but eat at all the restaurants. I recommend that you do. The faster you get to, I think, 63 is the maximum, the more powerful you become. And again, you want willpower. Willpower will give you a second wind. So there is that. And I'm also checking status because I ate some items and I just got 2 in kick. The willpower needs to be up a little bit more because by default, it will be at 30. But once the willpower is used, you're going to have to build all your willpower up. You want your willpower to be almost as max as your health, so that way if you die, you can just come right back. It'll take like a small percentage of willpower to do it. Think of it as an extra life in this game. And at the time, you never had that sort of thing. Now we're back at Sticksville, and we might as well beat up the guys here so that we can go through and not get beaten up. It would be in my best interest not to be beaten up. Alright, time to go into this area is Sherman Park and beat up Blade, who happens to be a part of the zombies. The zombies rarely show up. You only are fighting their bosses. I mean, Blade is not that bad of an enemy. It's every other zombie after Blade that's the problem. He also just mentioned something about Thor. Thor is the leader of the zombies, and unfortunately, you can't get to Ivan until you've beaten Thor. Guess what? You have to beat 2 more zombies in order for Thor to appear. So let's beat up Moose again. Yeah, he kind of deserves a fist in the face. And Moose is defeated. So the thing is, you can repeatedly beat up on enemies over and over again. They'll drop lots of money, and the more money they drop, the better it is for me. As a matter of fact, that's the reason why I went so far as to come back to Benny and Clyde, because they'll drop $7. So, getting the money that we need is actually important, because you need 1 more skill and a pair of boots, or an accessory at least. Specifically, the skill that matters is, I do believe, making weapons swing faster. Well, actually, all the book skills matter in a way, so at least you'll have extra variety in your moves, and you'll be able to pull off some fantastic stunts that'll do more damage. And speaking of damage, I just ran into a damn wall again. They'll do more damage to the bosses later on. And speaking of which, we're gonna have to once again go back to the W.S.L Company warehouse so that we can go and proceed on to the next area. This is RVman985. See you guys next time.